Hello, France. It's Linus here. Thank you so much for your message and for reaching out. And firstly, just thank you for the work you've been doing with COVID patients. And you said too ill for resuscitation. I'm kind of humbled and in awe of what you're doing. People putting themselves on the front line like that. This whole pandemic for me has been one of kind of retreat and being away from people and away from the front lines. And I suppose, I've been very privileged and lucky to have that time to reflect and think about things. But I just really admire and appreciate what you've done and what you're doing. You say you're a vegetarian, and I'm vegan, actually. I've been vegetarian for 35 years. I've been vegan for maybe 7 or 8 years, and you've got 20 dogs. Oh, wow. I've just adopted one dog this year, and that was quite hard, actually, being a vegetarian, having to feed a dog meat. But I suppose in a way they get to eat all the parts of the animal as well that don't get eaten by humans, so there's no waste. And anyway, I've come to terms with that. And you're a Buddhist as well. Amazing. I imagine that practice and the ability to find that sort of center, I suppose, in life must be an enormous help. And the whole, Buddhist relationship to death and dying and transition must be extremely, profound and helpful in the work that you're doing. I've been always very fascinated by Buddhism and been on a spiritual journey, and I've done a lot of meditation. I've recently started doing a practice that has a Buddhist origin to it, and it's really a mindfulness meditation. But I'm just I'm a kindred spirit. And you wanted me to tell you about Egbert, Cutter, and RFK. Oh my God, we're already very late into the video. Let me choose one of them for now. I'm going to quickly go through all three. Mike Cutter was just a lot of fun to get that role because I've been a theatre actor, so to suddenly be able to be on a television show where every week you're sort of arguing your case in front of the jury and the audience in the jury room it was wonderful for me, and I had so many great actors coming through every day. It was I was very privileged. RFK, for me, it wasn't the greatest movie in the world, but it was one of the greatest roles I ever had to play because he was such a true servant of the people, and I admired and I respected that man so much. And there's no way I could capture every part of his life, but it changed me. I just spent so much time thinking about him, meditating on him, contemplating him and his selflessness and everything he gave, that I feel like I was different. Not that I'm like Robert Kennedy, but it changed me on the inside, thinking about him every day like that. So he's still a hero of mine. I think partly because leadership wasn't something that just naturally came to him. It wasn't easy for him to step up and run as a candidate. He dealt with a lot of nerves, a lot of fear, a lot of insecurity, but he did it for the greater good anyway. And lastly, Egbert, very quickly, just such a fun role. And it's a long story as to why I had an insight into how to do it. But just to say, I think Michael Hurst and myself, the creator, had a real opportunity to explore this very early empire builder. Because, England wasn't an empire. He just ruled a county, if you like, of England. But he had a vision and was actually inspired by Charlemagne. And so there was something about being this visionary king that Michael wrote good stuff for me, and I felt very privileged to be part of the show. My God, this is the longest one I've ever done. I hope I haven't bored you. I love nature too. My wife and I have got a place in Hudson Valley, and we're surrounded by nature now, and it is the greatest healing thing there is. And when you live in a city, you get cut off from it. France, I've talked a lot. I just send you all my best. Thank you for everything you're doing. Thank you for supporting Yes to Life. Stay well, stay healthy, stay safe, and here's to a great future. Bye.